And here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Online. We'll get straight down to things. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, and leave your comments. We come with another exclusive. We have that man back in the room, the man from Haiti, the former WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Bermane Stiverne, is back in the house. Bermane. Now,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying it right. Bermane, have I said it right this time?
You said it right.
Not Bermane, Bermane.
Correct.
Great. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you, sir.
First of all, I have to say thank you, and a massive thank you to you and your team for basically giving me all access. As difficult as it was under the certain circumstances, I am thankful for the opportunities. Things I would never have known and seen, behind the scenes from a person, maybe, as they say, sitting behind a keyboard, I would never have seen. A fighter in these final preparations before a fight, the final moments before a fighter goes out into the ring, watching a fighter come into the arena, fighter going to fighter meetings, all the dynamics that a fighter, a professional fighter, an experienced professional fighter would go through, I was able to see. So I'm so thankful to you and your team and Don King Promotions for giving me the opportunity. So again, I'm so thankful, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart.
You're welcome.
That's it. You're welcome. That's how you're gonna do me tonight. You're welcome. That's how you're gonna do me tonight.
You're welcome. I mean, because I'm pretty sure you got some more questions. So let's just get this out of the way.
You should be saying, bro, this brother's been good to me tonight. He's been nice to me. He's talking to me. It's you don't like me being nice, then. You want me to see horror and ask all these terrible questions? Is that what it is then? I don't think like that. I'm not the American media. I can be worse. Huh? Come on, don't think me like that.
I was just trying to accelerate the process.
So, all right. The questions have to be asked, of course, and I won't stick at this because you've got more things to talk about. But we do have to revisit the O2 Arena because that's why I was there with you. To cut this long story short, you met Joe Joyce and you had the fight. It didn't go your way. Your supporters, and a lot of your supporters, asked me afterwards questions like, well, he was in positions to capitalize on some of the things. He was landing good punches on Joyce, but why wasn't he in, some would say, better condition, or some would say more prepared to fight Joe Joyce? I don't want to go spend too much time on it, but your thoughts, and just give us whatever you want to talk about that, how you view that fight.
Well, first of all, it shouldn't have been a fight. The fight should have never happened then. I mean, it could have happened at any time, but at that period of time, it shouldn't have happened. But it happened. So I don't want to talk about hey, shoulda, woulda, coulda, or bring excuses. Nobody forced me to take the fight. I took the fight, but um, like I said, this fight is not a fight that it's probably the only fight in my career that I put behind me, and I don't consider this fight a loss. I really don't, because of the mind state that I had, and um, when I got over there, and a bunch of things that happened before the fight. I should have just walked away from the fight, but I didn't. So
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So at the end of the day, I could have just turned around and say no, which I should have did, but I didn't. So
It is what it is.
I got to deal with live and deal with the consequences. So you know, that was then. This is now. You know.
Do you,
So
what do you take away from the
this
fight?
is, but this is a fight that um I'm not gonna say that I'm asking, but this is a fight that I would really like to um how can I put this? I'd like to do it again.
You like to fight Joyce again?
Hey, just for just for knowing my capability and know that you know I could do way more than I did that night, and you know it's just a fight that hey, if it happens, I'll be really happy. If it don't, it don't. But I, this is a fight that if I would have a chance
Redeem yourself?
to redeem myself and show the people that people that knows uh, me and how I fight, um, it'll be a different result.
Okay, so you'd like a rematch with Joe Joyce? Okay, I'm sure.
Not that I would like a rematch, but I'm not asking for a rematch. But if it happens, it happens. But then at the same time, I gotta continue.
With your own journey.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move on. So now we're talking to you from Vegas, which means only one thing.
There's a way you like it. This is a way you love to put things.
You know, we know it's come a bit too much now, which is not good. Which is not good. But anyway, so you're in Vegas and you're fighting again. I know you said to me that you'd be fighting soon. I know you kept saying that you would be fighting soon. So can you let us know what's going on?
Well, yeah. Just you know, um, how can I put this? I'm not doing this forever.
Okay.
So the least to do right now is to stay busy. To stay busy. So I'm gonna stay busy. I got about a good that's a good 2 3 years of this, and then I wanna take myself elsewhere and do other things. You know, um, so I plan on being busy. Um, you know, before the end of the year, there's I should be fighting twice
Mm-hmm.
between now and December. So that's what we're gonna do. We sat down and talked about it. You know, those long layoff and then jump into big fights. It's not what's best for me or a smart way to go. You know.
You tried.
So
You tried to do that, and it has back.
well, what? I'll tell you what. The fight, the first fight with Wilder, it really got to me. It really got to me. It really got to me, and it's not a fight that I should have lost, and due to you know, the how sick I was and dehydrated, you know, after the fight, lost the belt, and I just, you know, it was, I took the loss really hard, so you know, so I was always seeking for that second fight. I was
We've lost Bermane. Probably a phone call coming through. You there, Bermane? Bermane, you there? Probably on the phone, I think. All right, just waiting for you. Just waiting for you. Phone call. You there? Bermane, you there? Hello? Hello? You there? You're frozen. You might be on a call at the moment. Let's see. You on a call? You there? Hello?
Hello?
You there?
Hello?
Hello, you're breaking up.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, it was a phone call.
You there? I think you're frozen.
Hello?
Yep, you there? You there now? See, are you on mute? Have you muted your camera? No, I don't think so. No, you're breaking up. Something's wrong with your camera. Right, you're in slow motion. You know, I have to sign out and come back in. Sign out and come back in or something. Hey, really slow motion. You're gonna have to sign out and come back in. We've just lost Bermane at the moment. Simply because we're calling from Vegas and sometimes the connection is not great where he is. Man, are you there? Can you see us? Can you see me? Can you see me? Can you see me?
I guess
You're breaking up. You're about to change your connection. Something's interfering with your connection, I think.
yes. Yes.
Are you there now? Yeah, it's your connection. Definitely your connection. I'm seeing movement now. Just no. The connection back now. You with us? Hello, woman. You there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, but your connection seems to be really slow. You see, your picture's frozen at the moment. We may have to sign out and sign back in. Yeah. Yeah, it's frozen. I think you're going to have to sign out and sign back in. Sign yourself out and sign yourself back in, Bermane. Well, that's going on. Let me see what people are saying in the room. I think we've got lost Bermane for a second. It could just be a connection thing. So I think he'll be back. Let me see what he said. Could be just his phone. Just bear with us a second. We'll get Bermane back.
Yes, sir.
You there? Yeah, you're in. Great. Fantastic. What happened? Can you hear me? Hello? Bermane? No. Still connections out. Let's see what people are saying in the room. BWTM going since 2008. 2008. Wow, didn't realize that. Over 10 years for the channel. Thank you very much. Yo, Bermane, thank you for your birthday wishes with Ingram last time in London. Big up. Bermane doesn't enjoy being interviewed, does he? He hates the media. So just listen to these comments here until we get Bermane back in a room. Because at the moment, it looks like his connection's gone. I don't know what's quite going on, but we will listen to some of the comments in the room. Did Joyce do anything that surprised him? No, but he proved something for the heavyweight division. Joyce can get hit, and he can certainly take a punch. Good fight. Ruben says that Joyce looked dangerous for the division revisit. Yes, says Reverend Pickles. Bermane doesn't learn, does he? He wanted to redeem himself against Wild, and look what happened. Same thing happens Joyce second time. How about if he trains with Bashir, says Reverend. When Jennings loses against Joyce, he should face Bermane in a loser leaves town match. Hang him up for good. But Bermane could trouble Jennings, and then says Stavern Jennings would be a good fight. I think he would be a good fight. Ingram needs a roadcaster. Well, Stavern's just left us for the minute, but I think he'll try and sign back in. What's a roadcaster, by the way? Yeah, that's a good idea. I will ring on WhatsApp, but I'm going to go back. I'll bring back in. We're getting back in the room. Nothing better than video. Let me ask him if it's... His phone's ringing. Hello? No. Right. No. It's ringing. But the connection's gone. It might just be a connection thing in the area. Hello? Hey, yeah, your connection's really bad. Yeah, your connection's really, really bad. No, it's not. My end's clear. I'm clear at my end. It's probably your end. Hello? Yeah, definitely from his end. Yeah, it looks like it could be from Bermane's end. I can't do anything about that. Why can't I can't find... Let's see now. Let's see what's going on here. I think it's your end. No, mate. It's definitely your end, bro. Now, let's see if we can get him back in. We've got to get him back in the room. So we'll give it a few minutes, and if not, then we'll just have to ring him and conduct the interview via phone. But we've just seen there, just by trying to ring, it's proper sabotage again. It's nothing to do with my dial, mate. I've got the fastest speed you can get on BT, so it's nothing to do with me, mate. Yeah, I've got him to try and sign back in again. See if I can get him to sign back in. I've got no idea why. Here we go. There we go. We can see him, but it's really slow. Let me see if my end, anything from my end. No, it's not my end. Yeah, it's slow as anything. It's not very good. Let me see if I can get a phone call going. There we go. I can hear you now. Yeah, I can hear you. You're good.
Can you hear me?
Can you see me?
Okay.
Great. Okay, let's continue. I'll turn you volume up and let's see what we do.
Okay.
All right. So I think we were just talking about you moving forward. And let's see what fans are saying in the room. We're back now. Got some funny people in the room. They're basically telling me I need to sort my broadband out. They're full of crap. I got some funny people in my room. Listen, I need to work my connection. My connection's fine. Got the fastest connection that you can get from BT, so I don't know what they're talking about, but
even the fastest connection got trouble sometimes.
Got issues, yeah, absolutely. But we're back now. So okay, so it's obviously maybe that's just for us to move on. Maybe divine intervention tells us move on. So
right.
So this fight that's coming up, when will you be fighting again? People want to know dates and times. Inactivity, because people keep asking the question, well, okay, this man's he's fighting, this man's got to fight regular. Can you promise us that you will fight regular?
Well, that's the whole that is the probably the only change the only change that I gotta change. The only thing that I gotta change in my career, you know, to fight at least twice a year or 3 times a year.
Fight 3-4 times a year at least. I mean, it's not the top level. You need to be fighting 3-4 times a year. Oh, by the way, I have a message to send to you from our Uncle Bashir, who was on the show earlier. I have to send these words directly to you. He says, tell him, get a grip.
All right, Bashir.
People do want to see you do well. People do want to see you do well, but they they want to see you do well.
You know, the like I told you, since that fight with the first fight with Wilder, I was, you know, so obsessed of getting a rematch that, you know, they would throw fights at me and I would refuse them because I wanted to fight him. You know, so I spend my time, you know, refusing fights and asked to have a rematch. You know.
Well, okay. So the question has to be asked now. Are you going to learn from those mistakes? Are you going to learn from those mistakes and be better for it? And for the last 2 years,
oh yeah, you know, I had a, you know, I was very honored to have a conversation with you know, fighters, legends, you know, Hall of Fames, and, you know, I had a couple sit down and, you know, they talk sense into my head. So I realized that, you know, what I wanted was not the way. So, you know, I was happy for them to, you know, share their thoughts and their opinion about my situation. So, you know.
I mean, being brutally honest, thinking about it, being WBC heavyweight champion of the world, that's not something that anybody and everybody can talk about. It's a select few that can talk about being WBC heavyweight champion of the world. You won it. You won the title, and so that glory of having the green and gold belt in your hands, legitimately as a world champion, and then losing that belt. I mean, that can cause anyone to go into any form of sort of depression if they haven't acknowledged certain things, you know.
No, I mean, I can't say depression. I was more angry.
Well, then the anger burnt you up then.
Yeah, the angry, and I wanted to
Hard-headed. That's what we
exactly. I didn't my anger. I mean, I was very angry for.
Of course, you're very angry. Clearly,
I was very angry for the for a good two years.
I know you forget who you're talking to, right? Bermane Stiverne. Remember all them things people say about you? Bermane's bitter. Bermane's bitter. And you say, "Nah, I ain't bitter, but I want to fight Wilder."
Listen. It's a different, because I wasn't mad at him. It was me, because I knew what I could have done.
Yeah.
And did more. Even the second fight, how the second fight happened. Yeah. I'm not even mad at that, which I'm still mad because of the way it happened, But the first fight is just, it took me a good two going on 3 years to get over it. You know what I'm saying? And to this day, I still haven't watched that fight.
You used the term "till this day." It has become quite a cliche now, hasn't it? Till this day.
I haven't watched that fight till this day. I haven't watched it.
Which one?
Which I will. The first one.
You know what?
Which I will watch it.
You know what? I'm going to become your anger management.
Listen. It wasn't. Right now when I think about it, like I said, if I say I gotta watch the fight, yeah, I'll watch it. I don't mind watching it now. But then you can even talk to me about watching the fight.
I know. Because every time I could talk to you anything.
But right now,
anything else. No.
Right now, I don't. You know what they call this
now? You know what they call this now? They call this fess up. They call it fess up. You're fessing up now. Well, you should have fessed up 3 years ago.
Fessing up? What you mean fessing up?
You're telling the truth. You're coming out now and saying what you were saying before.
But I was.
Connection's gone again. Oh, your connection's gone. Wait a second. I think you might be a telephone call coming through. Right, look, it's definitely Bermane saying, not my end. You're breaking up, Bermane. You're breaking up. It's from your end and your telephone. Damn. How frustrating, because it's a pretty decent talk. You there? Nope. We're still waiting for Bermane again. You see, I'm clear. But it's not my end. It's from that end in Vegas. I think someone's sold them a dodgy phone. That's what I think. Put it this way, I'd be. Did you sell SIM cards? Well, it's in Vegas. This is. I think I have to have a word with whoever is connect. We'll have to have words. Find out who's you're out of it, man. You have to sign back in. No, we can't hear you, mate. You're breaking up really bad. Oh, Lord. Oh, dear. Oh, you're breaking up. I can't hear you. I think this is a sign from the boxing gods. Oh, my word. It sounds like it's not my end. I can assure you it's not my end. I hope he signs back in again. Because he was fine a minute ago. It must be something. I think it's a YouTube thing. I think they're trying to stop people using the Hangout. The Hangout, by the way, ends on August the 1st. What I might do is just do the conversation via the live chat, because this is ridiculous. I know it's his connection. He's trying to tell me it's my connection. It ain't my connection. Let me see if I ring him. Let's see, try and ring him on the phone and see if that works. See, the phone's ringing. Look at this. It's ring. Phone's ringing. Clearly. See, if the connection was my end, I wouldn't be able to get from WhatsApp. See, so I'm ringing, you see? See, you're back now. I say, hello? He was there. He's gone. Now he's back. Or he's gone. Jesus. I think we'll just do the phone call. It could be aliens. No, you do know that Hangouts will stop on August the 1st. There will be no more Hangouts. But he's called. Get him to call me. He's trying to call me. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, on my end, I can hear you clearly on the video.
Yeah, but from your end, it sounds really bad. Sounds really bad from your end. You're breaking up all the time. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to do the interview via telephone?
Let's try this one more time and see.
Okay, let's try one more time. But if not, then we'll try change and link in somewhere else instead. See, I'm really like, it's a shame this is happening because we're getting a real good flow between us and we're having a conversation about some really interesting things, but Roadcaster's the bee's knees. It just works for this. Expensive though. So what's a Roadcaster? What does it do? Let me read out what a Roadcaster is. Roadcaster sounds like some sort of microphone, but it's not a microphone issue. It's a connection issue from his end. It's clearly his end. You heard his WhatsApp. I might get him to just call me. It's a production studio. Yeah, but I've got a what do you call it here? Snowball. The Roadcaster would not make much of a difference. No, a mixer wouldn't make a difference, mate. I can't. It wouldn't make a difference. I don't need a Skype call. I can just ring him. I just get him to ring the phone. Ring it, just make a normal telephone call. I think that's going to be the thing. If he doesn't get through. Right, we'll have to cut this because it's. Yeah, it's from Stiverne. Of course, it is nothing to do. Of course, it's got nothing to do with mics and speakers. You're just. I bet Reverend B works for. He probably works for Roadcaster. Plug in for Roadcaster. That's what it is. Bermane, you there? No, you're not. Just doing normal. Yeah. Right, it's not working. So let me get him out of the room. That's not working. Okay. Are you in? Are you there? Yeah, there we go. We've got you again.
There you go.
Let's go. So we were there. We were getting into a nice little flow there until our aliens came in and stopped us for the second time. But we'll try again.
Right.
So we were talking about you festing up, and I was going to become your.
Fess up. What do you call it? Fess up.
We call it fess up. Yes. See.
No,
I
wasn't going into no depression or anything. I was just
angry,
because physically, I mean, obviously physically, not that I knew of, I wasn't ready, but I was ready because I did everything in my power to get ready for that fight. And mentally, I was
flying
150%. And then it just happened that, I got to the fight and I was severely dehydrated, not knowing I was. It was. But when it comes to shape wise, I was in tremendous shape for that fight. I was just disappointed how everything turned out, and
You know what I mean?
But hey.
If you look at it this way, the WBA, if you can get yourself a nice 2 or 3 fights in the WBA, you're in a position to get a shot at that WBA title. That seems the logical place to go down now.
Are you asking me to tell you my plans?
No, I listen. I think if I was your manager, I would get you the fights. I'd get you the right fights at the right time. I think so. But then I think a lot of things.
Well, let's just say you're not too far from.
I'll have you listen. You're still under King. I just spoke to Stacey McKinley. A couple of days ago. You know my connections. Stacey McKinley's got Trevor Bryant. Trevor Bryant's fighting Manuel Shah. And if Trevor Bryant beats Manuel Shah, then Bermane Stiverne versus Trevor Bryant for the WBA heavyweight title championship of the world. It gives you the opportunity to become a heavyweight champion of the world. Now, come on, man. Talk to me. Because that makes sense. And King has the WBA title in his hands and his grasp. Come on, talk to me. Come on, talk to me, man.
Don't let me talk to you. Hey.
Get him on the guy, man.
How did you? You know what?
I'll plead the fifth. But look, and I can see it'll be a smart move by King to do that, because that would then freeze Joe Joyce out of that position of getting that WBA heavyweight title. That's what it looks like to me. He can freeze Joyce out of the position.
Can we do that part off the record?
Listen. I mean, I'm not bad for a part-timer, right?
We can do that part off the record. I'll tell you everything you want to know.
I mean, come on. You're gonna give me some credit, man. You're gonna give me some credit.
Yeah, of course. You're smart. You're a smart man.
Oh, plop. That's how.
And I mean no offense, but when I say that, but you're very nosy.
Mr. Marco. Hold on. listen, this would have been a great power move. If Al Heyman could have got Ruiz and Wilder to fight for the undisputed title, the WBC and the WBA, the IBF, IBO, those two guys fought, then Al Heyman would have had control of all the world titles, bar the WBA title, which had been just floating out there, the regular title. And then with the WBA titles there, then they would have to do something that's super champion. So the WBA champion and the WBA super champion would have to fight.
Right.
So that's what I thought Al Heyman was going to do. But now it looks like they're going to get this rematch with Joshua. And by the way, let's talk about Joshua for a minute. The fight, your thoughts on Andrew Ruiz first.
My thoughts and who I picked. My thoughts and who won the fight is different from what I wanted to happen.
That's nice.
Yeah. Of course, I wanted to, I wanted Joshua to win.
Mm-hmm.
I was pulling for him, but when what's his name? The baby guy. When baby got
Big Baby Miller.
When he got disqualified or suspended.
But you were talking for ages about the oversized breasts and all the rest of it.
Well, it don't matter. When he got popped and they were trying to find somebody to fight Joshua, I would never thought or believed that they would have went after Ruiz. When I heard it was Ruiz, I said, that's it. I said, he's not going to win the fight. He's not. What round did it finish?
5, 6 rounds, I think. Yeah. When you invaded the fight,
I said 4. I remember I said 4 rounds. And everybody was laughing at me. Look at this guy. I said, okay, look at him. Don't judge the book by its cover.
I predicted how would stop Joshua. I said it would happen when Joshua was engaging. That's when Ruiz would open up on him.
Yeah, right. Because you can't. These guys, listen. In my career, I always said there's 2 guys that I wouldn't fight unless I have to. Unless for a title or anything like that, I would just go around it because I don't want to put myself in a situation like that. There's Ruiz and Arreola.
Why?
Which I end up fighting Arreola. Why? Because what do you mean why?
Well, you went with Deontay Wilder. Why? You went with Deontay Wilder twice.
Would you like to spend 12 rounds or how many rounds you want to spend and hitting somebody but they just don't go away?
It's really
no fighter was that. Okay, you might hit him a couple times, you go down and come back up, then it's done. But when like they just durable and hard headed, and on top of that Mexican, we all know the breed of Mexico, how big of balls they have and heart they have.
Oh wow!
And the heavyweight, I mean, unless it's for some kind of eliminator or a title, but a fight just like that, just to For what? It's too much trouble.
Damn.
Too much trouble. You know. You know. But hey, I ended up fighting Ariola twice, right?
Yeah, that's how it works out, isn't it?
You know. Yeah, but that was years ago. Like I think it was like I was always telling myself, hey, I wouldn't want to fight these guys if it's not for a title or some kind of elimination.
Incentive, right? So
Yeah.
talk to
But
me.
then a couple years after it happened, I spar Ruiz. Uh, you know, actually, it was for the first Areola. I
Dang.
sparred him I sparred him a couple times. Same kind of guy, you know.
Wow. So do you think it is Ruiz a Buster Douglas, woman, or is he the real deal here? Will he go off the tracks because he's had the opportunity to
Can you
become
repeat?
world champion, or do you think he'll?
Can you repeat? Can you repeat that?
Do you think Ruiz is more? Is Ruiz the type of guy that now he's got all this fame and glory that he's going to just fall to the side, or do you think he'll actually be better in the rematch?
Well, I think he's way better. I think he looked a little off that night because usually Ruiz is pretty, sharper than that.
He's sharper than what we saw.
Yeah, yeah. I thought he was a little off that night because of the short notice, But
Damn.
Ruiz is not a. It's just there's a lot of people like even the media, the guys on ESPN. It's just like it really like it kind of like pissing me off a little bit, because every fighter that fights, we have one goal, is to be world champion,
Mhm.
and then when Joshua, Joshua is the mannequin of boxing, the pretty boy type, nice haircut and
Big
six
muscles.
pack, and the six pack, the everything, and then you see Ruiz that come chubby, big dude, knock out Joshua, and then they see me, this fat guy and this and that and the other. It's people like are so quick to judge a book by its cover. Obviously, the, his body frame or shape is different than Joshua.
But they've been world
You
champions
know,
in heavyweight boxing that have lasted a lot longer as champions looking like him than they have looking like Joshua. Historically, nobody holds a title looking like Joshua like that for a long period of
I
time.
mean, right, but listen, because I can't speak like somebody that don't know boxing,
Mm-hmm.
or there's a lot of guys out there that they don't have the shape of being an athlete or whatever, but they are very, 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 very talented
Mm-hmm.
and they can fight.
But you can see that Ruiz, the
You
fast
know,
hands. He was always touted as, for me, he was always touted as a big name. For me, he had fast hands, good chin. Do you know what I mean? It's those fast hands
right?
and can punch. And then I saw what he did against Joseph Parker, and I thought he beat Joseph Parker. And I thought, well, if he can catch Joseph Parker and then stand in the pocket and fire with Joseph Parker, Joshua stands no chance. And look what we got.
Right, but I don't think the Ruiz that fought Parker is not the same that fought Joshua.
Better or worse?
Not the same. Excuse my French, but for that fight, Ruiz came out with an attitude like not giving a fuck.
He didn't care.
Yeah, it was. Listen, go hard or go home. Nothing to lose. It's Anthony Joshua, the biggest name in boxing. You know, if you lose, okay, I lose against the champion. So what?
But if I win,
You know. So he went in there and just do what he had to do, and it worked.
the rematch, I don't think he should be taking the rematch. What are your thoughts?
I personally think that I mean, me personally, if I was Joshua, I wouldn't fight the rematch right away.
Why?
If Joshua fight this rematch, he's not gonna win.
I've said it already. I've told them. I keep telling people that, but they ain't listening. They think that Joshua made a mistake and he'll just put it right. It's not as simple as that.
It's not a flu. It's not a. It's not. It's not like this. He beat Joshua. Beat Joshua. It's not luck. It's nothing like that. This boy is very strong and heavy. Heavy on his feet. It's very hard to move. You know, and the style that Joshua is fighting or fights is the wrong. It's the wrong style of fight.
He concedes his height to a smaller man, a swarmer. He's got that left hand.
But he doesn't. He doesn't have the. I can't say the skill, but he doesn't have the
jab
knowledge yet. He doesn't have the knowledge yet to move around a fight like that. You know. Same thing happened to me when the first fight with Areola, when I fought him. The first 2 rounds, what I did was going toe to toe with him. I went toe to toe with Areola the first 2 rounds until I realized it was suicide to do that. And if I'd have stayed there the whole night, I would have lost. And that's when I switched the gear and started to move around and just
box.
Move around. Yeah. So this is, I personally think this is what Joshua has to do to fight, to beat um, uh, Ruiz. If not, that rematch is just a waste of time. It's just suicidal.
Well, the promoter, and that's the only way I can state it. The promoter says we should be beating the likes of Andy Ruiz. That statement right there, that foolishness right there, is the reason why he's in trouble in the first place with Joshua.
Maybe he thinks this is UFC or something. I don't know. This
or WWE.
I don't know. Me, if I was his promoter or trainer or manager, there is no way Joshua would have been fighting for a rematch in November or December, whenever it happens.
But you would even taken the Ruiz fight if you had your way.
If what?
If you had your way, you wouldn't take the Ruiz fight. You'd steer Joshua away from Ruiz.
Yeah. But also, you know, they also got heavy contracts and a lot of people to answer to, and so I guess, you know, that leaves them no choice to get the rematch right away.
Have you seen his new training techniques? Punching underwater and trying to.
I can hear you.
The one with the piece of rope, and he's ducking his head under the rope. I'm thinking, why is he doing that? And then he was on a treadmill, backing up on a treadmill, trying to box.
That?
Joshua. He was on a treadmill, standing on a treadmill, throwing punches, and moving, backing up on the treadmill using the jab. Have you ever heard of this stuff before? I've never seen it before.
No. Oh, and one more thing.
Yes.
Which is the most important thing for Joshua. Stay away from America.
Well, I told boxing fans this. You had no business being in America. But a ring,
Hey, listen.
A ring is a ring.
If you're not from here or grew up in this country, don't arrive here when you are like
A superstar.
Especially if you're a superstar, you've never been here before, do not come here. Stay home. There's a lot to understand about this country.
Uh-huh.
You can't
come here like that.
Listen, all I'm saying is as a fan, you know, as a fan, you know, just stay away from America. Stay away from America.
I read in between the lines of that. Damn.
Listen, I mean, if you're not familiar with here, if you come here once, don't
do that. You need to acclimatize. Come here,
especially not now. Especially not now that you have like 20 belts and you the man and you got bunch of endorsement and this and that, Under Armour, TV, what you the man. Don't come here. Do not.
Well, his promoter had a lot to say for himself. Every time a camera was stuck in his face, he had plenty to say. I don't think his promoter's done him any favors.
It's not either. I don't know. All I can say is leave it for Tyson Fury.
Leave it to Tyson Fury.
Yeah, he has more of a attitude and charisma, and he'll fit right in here.
In America.
Yeah. Not Joshua.
What's the difference between the two guys, you think? Is one because one's media trained and the other one isn't?
No. You see how look how Fury. If it was Fury Ruiz, who do you think would have win?
Fury.
Fury is like 20 feet tall, and he fights like he's 5 foot.
Who, Joshua?
Joshua just stay in front of you and just bang with you and don't move like that. Doesn't move like that. And it's going to take more. Okay, so they fought in June.
Yep.
So they're supposed to fight in
November.
In November?
Yeah.
November?
Rumor is November.
It takes way more than 5 months.
Exactly. I've been saying this. I've been telling them this.
For you to
adjust,
adapt a new style,
and for it to stick. Because because
it can stick. It can stick
until you get hit on the chin.
You can come out. You can come out and it can stick, and then round 3 you get hit with a bomb, boom, and
it's all gone.
It goes away.
But I think that
it takes to me. I believe that it takes way more than 5 months for you to learn and adapt a new style that you never used before. And 5 months is not enough time to recuperate from a knockout like this.
That's another thing Stacey McKinley said. That knockout
Because he
still.
was because he was hurt. Joshua was hurt. You know, it takes way more than 5 months to rest.
Did you hear? Did you hear anything about the sparring before he fought Ruiz? Did you hear anything about him getting knocked out sparring?
I haven't. No. He got knocked out?
Supposedly, the rumor is he got knocked out by Joey DeWaco in sparring. That's what I heard. I don't know how true it is, though.
By who?
Joey DeWaco. Joey DeWaco from Philadelphia.
Joey DeWaco.
He fought Brian Jennings. Short guy, squat.
No.
Don't know him?
No.
Okay. All right. But did you see the way he entered the ring? And he was getting his neck massage?
No. I got there when Ruiz. I started watching when Ruiz got a knockdown.
Yes. Oh.
That's when I tuned in.
Oh boy. Oh boy. So now he's got a trainer with him, and one of the trainers got him trying to hit. Joshua's got to try and hit the tennis ball with a jab, and as he tries to hit the tennis ball, he's throwing a towel down at him. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
that's not what. First of all, what they should be doing is the footwork, because you're gonna need a lot of legs with a guy like Ruiz.
He's gonna need a jab first. Never mind the footwork. He's gonna need a jab.
Yeah, but also the footwork. Footwork is. I remember one specific thing that we were doing when we fought Ariola the first fight. It was footwork. Footwork, and then obviously just sticking the jab in his face, whether it's a hard one or a soft one. Yeah.
So, what about a trainer? Do you think he needs a different trainer, or do you think he should stick with the trainer he's got? Let me rephrase that. How would Joshua look?
To be honest, to be honest, to me, he always had the wrong trainer. No, I mean, I'm not gonna put it like that. Not the wrong trainer, but they should have brought somebody else in.
Okay, who would you like to see? Who, if it was you and you could bring in a trainer, who would you have him as a trainer working with? That comes to your mind.
As what?
Which trainer would you which trainer would you say, yeah, he's the right guy for Joshua, or a couple of trainers that come to your mind that you think would be good for Anthony Joshua, and why?
And anyone that could teach.
So you got to mention some names.
What makes a good trainer? What makes a good teacher is you gotta have students that's willing to listen and to remember what you're teaching. You know, the two works together. Doesn't I remember Abel Sanchez was training Triple G, and Sanchez was the man, and you know, the best trainer ever, wasn't he?
Wow, so they say.
Triple G lost, and Triple G lost, right?
And then Abel Sanchez no longer is a good trainer.
The last fight, I just realized that they were not together this last fight when
Jonathan Banks.
I saw him train with I saw him train with Banks.
Yeah.
So
And then but
there's
Abel Sanchez,
no.
he's not training Joyce anymore either.
He's not.
No, he's, what's his name training Joyce now? Adam Booth.
Who was that?
David Hayes' old trainer.
I don't know who that is. Huh?
David Hayes' old trainer.
David Haight?
Yeah, his old trainer.
Oh Lord. Jesus Christ. Oh. Well.
I didn't say it. You said it. I didn't say it. So when you talk about teachers, who do you see as a teacher, as a trainer then? For Joshua.
Who do I think?
Names that
Like
come.
I said, it's not. I don't have any names. It's just anyone that's a good
Well, do you
teacher.
know what Lennox said
pretty
the
much.
same thing? Lennox said the same thing, and I'm surprised that Lennox didn't mention certain trainers' names because he was trained. He was worked with two great trainers.
Yeah, I mean, you could have I don't know. You can have the best trainer in the world, but if you can't listen and can't remember things and you can't stick to what you've learned, then you know.
Yeah, but the way Joshua stopped, it's similar to how he got stopped in the amateurs. I don't think he's improved. I think he's got bigger. I don't think he's actually improved.
But I always said to you that Joshua was still green. I always say that, and he's still green. Still got that amateur boxing that. God.
There again, we got you.
Are you there?
We're there. Good, keep going. You see, you've got amateur style.
So, I don't know. Yeah, he changed a little bit from the amateur, but the change should have been drastic. Like it should have been like night and day.
Mm-hmm.
Not just a little bit. You know, he got potential to do way more than he's doing right now.
Well, there are other people that think all he has to do is watch Lennox Lewis videos, like how he fought Tua, and then Joshua will be able to copy that. I can't see that.
No, because Joshua cannot fight like that.
Exactly.
First of all, he's not tall enough to fight like that. His arm his reach is not. Now, if you talk about Wilder, yeah, Wilder should watch how Lennox Lewis fought Tua.
Yeah.
But you can't. Joshua is not. That's not his style. So and now they're gonna try to make him fight like he's Lennox or Klitschko and fight like he's tall, and he's not that tall. Not that tall.
He's gonna get hit. He's gonna get. I can see Ruiz taking him to the ropes quickly and landing punches on Joshua. He brought in a guy. Supposedly, the Navy SEAL brought him in because he was to prevent him to think about not getting. He was scared of getting knocked out. You ever heard that stuff before? Before the fight?
No. If I was Joshua, you know who I would watch?
What's that?
Floyd.
Watch Floyd.
Yeah.
Why would you watch Floyd? That's a guaranteed knockout. Can you imagine?
But I didn't see him mimic Floyd. I didn't say do exactly what Floyd is doing, but you should take a lot from him, a lot from his, like you said, jab and move your feet.
Well, what he needs to do is he needs to exit from the side doors, not the back door. He keeps exiting out the back door, which is a straight line. So he needs to be throwing the jab, the right hand, and rolling out one way or the other.
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's you gotta, you cannot. You gotta hit and
be gone.
Fighters like that stay in front of you, like Areola, like
on the move.
Ruiz. They will stay in front of you all night. They will not move.
Time bombs.
Right.
And
they will stay with you the whole night, but you just gotta
move.
Move a lot and jab a lot. And I also think that Joshua, he got too much muscles.
Mm-hmm.
There's way too much muscles for nothing. She lay off the weights. Lay off the weights and just no. I wish him well. So it would be great for him to win his title back. That's what I would like to see, but unfortunately, I don't believe that could happen.
You don't think it's going to happen? No chance.
No. You know how confident Ruiz is right now?
I know. Hell, I know. And I read something on Twitter today that I went, oh, shit. He went, somebody commented and said, yeah, Andy Ruiz, Josh was going to beat him in a rematch because Andy Ruiz is really enjoying himself at the moment. Andy Ruiz says, the problem with social media is you see what you want to see. Is I'm back in the gym and I'm working hard because I want to prove that this was no fluke. You know Andy Ruiz's backstory coming into this fight. He was at Abel Sanchez's gym, right? I was trying to get an interview with him, and he didn't do the interview because Abel Sanchez said he left the gym and he quit boxing because he was being mocked about his weight. Then he came back into boxing.
I heard he retired after
yes.
the fight with
Parker.
What's his name? Parker, yeah.
Yeah, because the media were telling me he needs to get in shape. He's too fat. And he got fed up with it. They were more focused on his weight than actually him, the fighter. So he retired and he went into construction with his dad.
Not no more now.
So the haters have made him a champion and made him very wealthy. And they're still talking that crap now about him being too fat. So, you know what's coming.
All right.
This is David Price, Tony Thompson all over again.
It's not going to happen.
Not going to happen.
I would want Parker to go and try what he's going to be working on the past 5 months into a similar fighter as Ruiz, and then go from there. But jump into Ruiz right away, to me, it's not a good idea. I don't.
See, the people who speak the truth in boxing can all see it's a bad idea. But the people that don't know, who are obviously, I think you're right.
But you gotta understand also, boxing these days
is business.
So they probably have people to answer to, and they gotta
recoup the investment.
And the rematch has to happen right away.
That's not good. That's not good. At least wouldn't you bring in a better trainer? And the thing is, McCracker's not even in these videos. It's all this other guy, this I don't know what he is. Strength and conditioning trainer. I don't know who he is. No idea who he is.
Mm.
So, all right. So, then, chap, when are we going to see you then?
Oh, very soon. There's not a well. Might as well just say now. I am going to be on the Manuel Shar and Trevor Bryan card. So whenever that's, I believe is
August 1st. It's going to be August 1st because that's what Stacey McKinley was saying on our channel about 2 weeks ago. August 1st, first week of August.
I thought it was going to be in the fall, so
I thought it was first week. That's what McKinley told me. First week of August because he's training Bryant now.
Oh.
Unless something's drastically changed.
Oh. I always thought it was going to be September. So
one of us has got it wrong. You're the king fighter. I'm not.
I don't know. I thought I was. That's what they.
We'll soon find out one way or the other.
Yeah.
If there's a ready book, if you go to Box Rec and there's already a fight there for Bryant, then we'll know.
Right.
I'm sure it's August though. It sounds like August to me. I could be wrong.
No, we'll see.
All right. But in any sense, in all senses, it's great to see you again.
It's always good to see you too.
And it was an interesting conversation, wasn't it? Oh, before I finish, there's a couple of fights I need to ask you about. Dillian White, Oscar Rivas. I think is a dodgy fight for White. Personally, I think Rivas is very dangerous.
You think what?
Oscar Rivas is very dangerous.
I'll go with White.
Okay. That means I must be winning my bet then. Next. Okay. David Price versus Dave Allen.
Dave Allen.
Yeah, versus David Price.
I don't even know what Dave Allen is, but I'm going with David Allen.
Okay. And Hughie Fury, Samuel Peter.
It's funny. Somebody, I don't know who they are, but emailed me about Fury to fight Fury.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Hughie Fury.
I didn't even realize. I was just going through my emails and I opened it and it said, "Would you like to fight Fury?"
Is that a fight you'd consider?
Say what?
Is it a fight you'd consider?
I consider any fight after January.
Okay. All right. Fine.
I got. So Sam Peter's fighting Hughie
Fury. Yes.
I got to go with my boy Sam. That's my boy.
So you go with Sam for this one.
Sam is actually here. He's actually here.
Bashir said he looks in very good shape.
I haven't seen him yet, but I know he's at Floyd Mayweather training.
Okay. And who else? Yes, Dubois, Gorman.
Who?
Daniel Dubois versus Nathan Gorman.
I don't know any of them.
Oh, well, that doesn't help.
Daniel Dubois.
Yeah. All right, maybe not. Thurman Pacquiao.
Batman.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking. I'm going Pac-Man too. Stoppage. Why are you going Pac-Man?
It's the Pac-Man.
You don't want? You don't like one time?
Huh?
You don't like one time?
Who's one time? Thurman?
Yeah, Keith Thurman.
Nah. Actually, he should be in I'd like to see him race Usain Bolt.
Oh, shit. Wrong time, Thurman. Spence Porter.
Spence.
Errol Spence.
Oh, Earl Spence. Come on. Come on.
Spence.
Of course.
Okay. Canelo Kovalev. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they're talking about it. Canelo Kovalev.
No, impossible.
You mean impossible? They're talking about the fight. They're
Impossible.
actually talking about the fight. Seriously.
Which Kovalev? Which Kovalev?
Kovalev, the light heavyweight.
The one that works at 200 pounds.
The one that fights at 100 and... Well, the one after super middleweight, light heavyweight champion. The one that fought Andre Ward. What?
Kovalev.
Kovalev.
I mean, Canelo been doing some impressive things, so I don't know. Depends on what weight.
Light heavyweight. He's fighting for
Kovalev.
He's gonna fight for the light. He wants to fight for light heavyweight title.
Kovalev.
Really?
If it's light heavyweight, Kovalev.
Why?
Too big for Canelo. Way too big.
Who's the more skillful fighter?
Canelo.
But
Till you get hit.
until he gets hit.
So he's coming from 154 to 175. Do you see the window? It's a large window.
Thomas Hearns came from welterweight right up to cruiserweight.
Right, but that's Thomas Hearns.
Ray Leonard did it. Pacquiao lived from flyweight right up to...
That's Ray Leonard.
Manny Pacquiao did it.
That's Manny Pacquiao.
What, Canelo has moved from light middleweight up to middleweight.
Canelo is none of the above. No.
No shot.
That's too big. I would maybe 160, 168. But these are guys that walks around cruiserweight and heavyweight.
Canelo, what does he walk around then, would you say?
About 200, 210.
Canelo?
Of course. No. Canelo, I don't know. Maybe about 20 pounds. Maybe, I'm guessing. Heavier than what? Maybe 170.
Damn.
If he fights at 154, he got to be close to 170.
Okay.
Got to be.
All right. Lose Ortiz. Deontay Wilder rematch.
That's a good one.
Really? I said
No.
that I would smash Ortiz the first time, and this time he's going to destroy him inside 2-3 rounds. This time. Ortiz is going to be older. He's getting more of a pensioner.
I would.
He
I mean,
looked like my granddad when he was in that ring looking for.
Huh?
He looked like my granddad when he was in the ring looking for Wilder.
How is Ruiz? Ruiz is
Ortiz is about 50, isn't he?
47.
48.
Yeah. Well, now in his papers, but
he's an old man.
Yeah.
I don't even know how you can even think about that fight. I thought you would have gone with Wilder straight away, but
hey, but then hey, listen, we can't speak like this. We got Shannon Briggs that's still there, still around.
And I can't even believe you mentioned Shannon's name.
Why is that?
How can you mention Shannon's name? And straight face with it as well. Come on. My man got popped, right? Didn't he not get popped? He had he had a better body than most 25-year-olds. Come on, man. Yeah, you need to come off. Yeah, exactly. I've been off the camera as well. Come on, man. Come on, man. How can you bring Shannon's name up?
Listen,
face, bro.
I'm sorry I brought his name up. Let's just change the subject. I would just say, he's still training and look like he wants to fight.
Oliver McCall fought the other day, right?
Who?
He was Oliver McCall.
He fought?
When he was meant to fight, they pulled out. The guy pulled out on the last minute. He was 52 years old, Oliver McCall.
Where?
I know he's fighting this year, I think it was. Oliver McCall. 52-year-old Oliver McCall. Yeah. But come on, man. Shannon Briggs. I love Shannon, but no. Maybe Shannon and Ortiz could fight. The battle of the ages, quite literally.
The battle of the grudge and the battle of the what's the movie with Sylvester Stallone?
Face Off?
No, not Stallone. Robert De Niro.
Oh, yeah.
The grudge battle. I forgot what's it called. Something like that.
I know you're talking about. We're wrong. We better stop. We're wrong.
That's you.
No, it's you. You mentioned Shannon Briggs.
Shannon, because that's my boy.
Yeah, he's my boy.
That's my boy. He's still there training.
Yeah. Yeah, but come on.
I believe he still got a few in him.
Yeah, he probably has got a few in him. How do you walked into that one?
You. Let's just change the subject.
Let's leave it alone. Let's leave it alone. Let's just leave that whole Shannon Briggs subject to one side. I love my brother Shannon, but
that's a man I look up to, so I can't really.
I look up to Shannon too as well. Well,
but by the way, I saw you training.
Did you? You saw me? Did you see me working? Did you see me working out with Bashir? Which one did you see me? Did you see my Bashir?
I saw you with Bashir. Yeah, Bashir workout.
Yeah, I did one after that. What do you think? For an old man, what do you think?
It was entertaining.
Hey, pads don't hit back. I know that.
You tried.
I tried, and it was a long time ago. I'm 20 years. I put a pair of pads on. It weren't bad, was it? Fuck, I haven't boxed for 20 years. At least I knew how to throw a left jab and a right hand, right? Although Bashir, that right hand had to throw it. I didn't know that all that time. I kept throwing the right hand here, and he threw down straight down the middle. Bang! I didn't know.
Right.
So he did show me a few things there. I was shocked. Didn't know. It was good to move around with training like that because you get to see things. And just watching him move around with Serenka was incredible to see. Yeah. Well, We will talk further, Mr. Stiverne.
Yes, sir.
It was a pleasure as always. Let's see if anyone's got anything to say before we go. Let's see what you think. People saying, anyone else say anything? Nope. All right. Yeah. The general consensus is that Shannon Briggs should be signed by the WWE now. Well, I see what he's got character, and you know what? I think that seriously speaking, I think he can make some good money out of that as well. He's got a character for it.
Too.
He has got.
So too.
You don't think so?
I do think so.
He'd do well.
Let's go, champ.
You do. Let's go. Exactly. It's not a bad shout.
I mean, the UFC guys, they did it. Why not?
Exactly. Why not? Why not? I mean, brother, it was great talking with you again, as always.
Yes, sir.
And we'll be in touch
very soon.
All right. Take care, chap.
Enjoy your night.
I will do, and we'll talk soon.
All right.
So that's been myself with Bermane Stiverne, the former WBC heavyweight champion. Well, apologies for the connection earlier on. We got through it in the end. We had a bit of a rough ride, but we got there in the end. I hope you've enjoyed the interview as always. It's not even an interview, it's just a talk, a chat, catching up with a brother. So we'll talk soon. Thank you all so much once again. This has been BWTM Online. Don't forget to rate, subscribe, leave your comments, share, and hit the notification bell. We're out. Take care.